You grew up being told you were so smart, full of potential, and now you're exhausted, unmotivated, and secretly terrified you already peaked at 12. People call it laziness, self-sabotage, wasted talent. But what if this isn't a character flaw at all? It's just how your brain is wired. You learned early that things should come easily. Homework took 10 minutes. Adults clapped. Your brain got addicted to that quick hit of dopamine and external validation. But here's the thing. Your prefrontal cortex and your reward system weren't trained to enjoy effort, only results. So the moment something feels slow, uncertain, or publicly average, your motivation tank isn't weak, it's just untrained hardware. That constant dread, the freeze when you open a blank document, the way you binge YouTube instead of starting? That's not proof you're broken. It's your brain running an outdated strategy that used to work when everything was effortless. So let's reframe this. Scientifically, a lot of gifted kid burnout looks like a mismatch between a highly sensitive cortex and a brittle reward system. Your brain is great at abstraction, pattern spotting, jumping 5 steps ahead, but your striatum, the bit that handles motivation and habit, never learned to enjoy boring repetition. That's not a moral failure. That's a training gap. Here's the visual metaphor. Imagine 2 laptops. The average brain is like a sturdy office computer. Not flashy, but it runs all day, no problem. Your brain is a high-end gaming laptop with insane graphics but terrible cooling. Short bursts? Incredible. Long projects with constant pressure? It overheats, throttles, and suddenly you're staring at the wall wondering what's wrong with you. Now, evolutionarily, why would this brain exist? Because every tribe needed a different type of mind. If most people were warriors, doing, grinding, repeating, your role was the scout. High curiosity, fast pattern detection, scanning possibilities, seeing threats and opportunities before anyone else. Scouts weren't meant to carry the heaviest loads all day. They were meant to look further, think weirder. So instead of burned out gifted kid, let's give you a power label. You're a pattern scout. Not a failed grinder, but a brain built for insight, not endless output. The goal isn't to become a warrior. It's to set up your life so your pattern scout brain can actually do its job without melting down. Okay, how do you work with this as a lazy but ambitious pattern scout? First, shrink the activation energy. Your brain hates undefined starts. So instead of write the report, your task becomes open the doc and write 1 ugly sentence. Literally tell yourself, I'm only committing to 5 minutes. This calms your amygdala and gives your striatum a tiny, easy win. Second, separate exploration from execution. Give your scout brain a dedicated wander phase. 15 minutes to brainstorm ideas, make messy notes, watch 1 relevant video. Then, timer. Switch to warrior mode but in micro sprints. 10 to 15 minutes of focused work, 5 minutes off. You're not fixing your attention span. You're chunking work to match your cooling system. Third, move validation from outcomes to reps. Instead of chasing A+ results, track streaks of showing up. 1 line written, 1 page read, 1 email sent counts. Think, I'm upgrading my hardware drivers, not proving my worth today. These aren't productivity hacks. They're ways of finally respecting what your brain is actually built to do. If you've been carrying the label, wasted potential, I hope this gave you a different lens, not broken, just a pattern scout running the wrong playbook. If this feels uncomfortably accurate, you'll probably like the rest of Unordinary Mind. We make videos for lazy but ambitious brains who don't fit hustle culture. You can stick around, watch another episode, maybe subscribe if it helps. Either way, be gentle with your nervous system. See you in the next one.